We're about an hour away from what's expected to be really heartbreaking testimony on Capitol Hill. 11-year-old Miah Cerrillo, who covered herself in her classmate's blood and played dead during the Uvalde, Texas school shooting, will speak at a hearing this morning. Scott MacFarlane is on Capitol Hill, where lawmakers are debating gun violence measures. Scott, good morning. This is bound to be pretty moving testimony.
Yeah, it's kind of that sort of week here in Washington, from an elementary school student to a film star, giving these passionate pleas for action in Congress. To be clear, this morning, there are negotiations underway, but the senators involved say any breakthrough could take time and no breakthrough is certain.
2 weeks to the day after the mass shooting in Uvalde, the community's most famous former resident stepped to the White House podium to talk about the children slain and call for gun legislation.
This moment is different. We are in a window of opportunity right now that we have not been in before.
Bringing the sneakers worn by 10-year-old Maite Rodriguez.
These are the same green Converse on her feet that turned out to be the only clear evidence that could identify her after the shooting. How about that?
Making a passionate plea for action, like expanding background checks and raising the age for purchasing semi-automatic firearms from 18 to 21.
These regulations are not a step back. They're a step forward for a civil society and the Second Amendment.
Democrat Chris Murphy, who is leading bipartisan Senate negotiations, he acknowledges talks have reached a critical stage with hopes of a proposed plan by week's end.
Every day we get closer to an agreement, not further away.
Republicans have indicated possible support for tying up loopholes in background checks and supporting expanded red flag laws, which allow courts to order guns seized from people deemed dangerous.
We're hoping to actually get an outcome that'll make a difference in the areas of mental health, school safety, and things that are related to the incidents that occurred in Texas and in Buffalo.
Garnell Whitfield Jr. lost his mother Ruth in the Buffalo supermarket shooting, and in testimony before Congress had this message.
My mother's life mattered. My mother's life mattered. And your actions here today will tell us how much it matters to you.
And a lot of prominence for a lot of voices from Texas this week. It's Texas Republican John Cornyn, who is the lead Republican negotiator in this bipartisan group. You heard from Uvalde's most famous son, Matthew McConaughey, and later today, that student and the parents of another girl who was slain in the Uvalde shootings testify before the House Oversight Committee.
Yeah, I mean, Scott, listening to Matthew McConaughey, listening to the testimony that we heard yesterday in the wake of the Buffalo shooting, and now children appearing before this House panel. I mean, what can we expect from Miah Cerrillo's appearance? I mean, I think just as normal citizens, normal human beings, watching people in pain struggle to explain why their loved one should be sitting at their side or should be sitting at their dinner tables that evening, and having lawmakers being unable to offer any solace other than thoughts and prayers it's just sort of boggles the mind.
Well, two things stand out, Vlad. First of all, the senators involved in these negotiations keep insisting to us that they're optimistic. And optimism is often in short supply around here, so it's noteworthy. Bookmark that. But there's a number of staffers here who saw what Matthew McConaughey did yesterday as transcendently important. Certainly isn't going to hurt the effort towards getting bipartisan compromise, but more than that, and separate from that, he lent voice to the visceral feelings so many Americans had, paying honor to those children in such a forceful way. I think it was a transcendent American moment. And whether it impacts the politics is to be seen. But I think a lot of people were glad he did it, and we're glad to hear it.
And I know we've sort of asked you this question before, but it's good to remind people in terms of the work that the bipartisan group of senators, the type of work that they're doing, and the type of legislation that they're discussing. Are we talking about legislation that impacts people who own guns, or the guns themselves?
Yeah, great question, because the U.S. House is going to muddy the water later today and tomorrow. They're going to vote on a whole slate of gun control bills that are headed nowhere, including raising the age for purchase for semi-automatic rifles from 18 to 21, banning high-capacity magazines, bump stocks, ghost guns. Those things are not on the table in the Senate negotiations, according to people close to those negotiations. They're more focused on closing loopholes in background checks and red flag law expansion, helping more states enact or better implement these laws through which courts can order guns seized from people deemed to be dangerous. That's what's likely in the field of play right now. And this Senate group is trying to move promptly and swiftly. That's the best way to make legislation, is to move before it can get derailed. But they're managing expectations. This is likely not to move till next week at the soonest. Could go all the way through the summer if it doesn't derail ultimately.
All right, Scott MacFarlane for us on the Hill. Scott, thank you very much.